Hey everyone, it is Kat
And Amber.
and we are Wondering Soup. And as always, we come to you with some more information about life in Merida, Mexico. Now, if you watched our last video, or one of the ones from last week, we showed you our new home.
Yes.
We call it our For Now home, because it's our home for now, for the next year. And, you know, for those who are wondering if we're going to be in Merida long term, hopefully that sort of answers the question for you. We're definitely going to be here a year, and we're expecting it to be longer than that, but we definitely got the next year planned out, and that's always a good thing.
Yeah, absolutely. It's peace of mind.
Right. We've been traveling and on the road for almost 2 years now. We've been short-terming it, or what we call slow travel. We have a video about that as well. And it's been great. So this is like the first time we've set down roots since we left the U.S., and we're excited about it.
Yeah.
But we also want to discuss with you why we chose
Furnished versus unfurnished.
Yes. So many reasons, but we have basic ones, right?
Yeah, I mean, it really boiled down to a couple of things that we had to, like, this is what's important for us.
At this exact moment
Right.
in time. And that, you know, for you, this may not be a factor, but for us it was. And so we're just sharing our tale, and so that you can apply it to you if necessary. If not, discount it and do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But just get here, because it's beautiful. It's a little unsunny today,
Right.
but it rained. First time it's rained in about a week or so.
Right.
It's good.
And it's the first time we've actually experienced it raining, like, all day long. Really. So,
On and off all
it's
day.
been interesting.
It's been real nice. I ain't gonna even pretend. It's a little muggy, but that's okay. The mosquitoes are not as bad today, so we'll take that. I'm inside though.
I was going to say, I have mosquito repellent burning, so.
I'm inside, and mosquitoes ain't that bad. But anyway, so the main reason that we chose furnished versus unfurnished, well, one of the main reasons, we have two, but the main one was cost. I mean, that's a huge one though, right?
Yeah.
And the
Overall cost.
Overall cost. And what we mean by overall cost is the cost of furnishing an unfurnished home. As we've discussed in our other videos, unfurnished in Merida means you may not have toilet seats, you may not have shower heads, you won't have any kitchen appliances,
AC units.
no forks, knives, spoons, everything that we've sort of gotten used to in our slow travels through Southeast Asia. We just bring our bags in and we can live our life without any issues. We just buy things to make it easier. But those are generally small costs.
Right. Things that we prefer maybe to add to what's already there.
Right.
Yeah.
Just make our lives a lot easier while we're there, whatever country or whatever city it is. So again, for unfurnished here, there's nothing. And once you add all of those things up, and I mean, I gotta emphasize, you may have to buy a shower head, you may have to buy toilet seats, you're definitely gonna have to buy an oven, a fridge, washer and dryer, if those are not supplied. Some unfurnished do supply those, not a lot, but occasionally you will find them. AC units, you have to have those, you have to buy them and you have to install them. We're looking at pots, pans, knives, forks,
Mattresses,
bed frames.
Right.
And we're a family of 3, but one of our sons is coming this summer. So essentially we're almost looking for 4, and we work from home, and our son goes to school from home. So we needed space to do that in. We need office space for both Amber and I and for the kid, and we need living space.
Right, and we're kind of moving as we're working. Like, we're not moving and it's like, okay, now we can just focus on our move. It's like we're moving as we are also trying to schedule work and projects and things like that. So we don't have a lot of just extra time to do all those things for an unfurnished, that an unfurnished home would require.
Right. Go into all the different stores, pricing everything that you would need, and hoping that you're getting the best deal, right? You just can't go to one store. And then you want to buy quality stuff, because we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
We don't want to buy something cheap and think, oh, we'll just replace it in 6 months. That's a waste of money. And we already mentioned cost. That is a factor for an unfurnished home. And again, everything. You're going to need sheets. I mean, just the list of items you're going to need if you're not moving here with any household goods from the States or from whatever country you're coming from. Remember, we came here with suitcases from Southeast Asia. I think the only thing we brought was coffee pots. Like, that's it. That's literally it.
Oh, coffee, our little fins.
Our fins and my V60. That's like the only appliance, if that's even considered an appliance, that we had with us. We had no forks, no knives. I mean, you don't even realize how basic stuff you need, like a spatula. You're not even thinking about it till you reach in the drawer and realize there's no spatula here. Yeah. And so whatever I'm making, you know, I need a fork, I need a skillet, I need different skillets. I need more than one pot, you know. And again, this is for a family and not for a single person, because, you know, you may be able to get this quickly. One-stop shopping if that meets your need. A lot of things here, if you want them good or custom when it comes to furniture. So that means you got to factor in time to go looking, order it, they make it, and then they deliver it.
Right, because even you can get a lot of things delivered here. That is true, and people rely on that because we're supposed to stay at home and not be out congregating. But there are still a lot of things that you really have to go out for, that you can't just rely on delivery for, or at least not until you've actually been to the store, and then you see, and then you can work something out as far as delivery. But not everything is available on the delivery apps. Like, it's just,
well, if you're looking at furniture stuff, you don't want to do a delivery app for that. You want to go lay your hands
even
on
appliances.
It. Right, definitely appliances too.
Yeah.
You want to go look at it. You got to measure your kitchen. Yeah. You got to do a lot of stuff. And it's COVID, people. Mm-hmm. You know, we leave the house honestly maybe once a week, and that's really max. We try to keep for shopping.
Right.
You know, Amber does walks through the neighborhoods, and the boy does walk. He goes to the park to play basketball. But as for, you know, stuff that we need for the home, we're only doing that once a week. And I try to limit my, you know, to even less than that. I do go get a taco. I ain't going to pretend though, because it's real close.
True.
And it's a taco. But other than that, we don't leave the home because we just don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So we factored all of those in. And let me tell you, buying a home and fitting it from floor to ceiling, you're probably looking at around $3 to $4K. So factor that in again for a home for 3 to 4 people.
Right.
Beds, mattresses, appliances, everything. Coffee pots, pans, forks, knives, spoons, plates, paper towels, tissue, trash cans, TV, couch.
Right.
All that stuff. In your internet setup, all that stuff is 3 to 4K.
Bed coverings, everything.
3 to 4K, easily. And that's good stuff. That's not cheap stuff. And that's not super great stuff.
I was going to say, that's not even like...
That's just average
top
stuff.
level.
Right. That's not going to be top
stuff.
level.
Yeah.
No. But you're looking at 3 to 4K. And that does not include the rent. And the deposit that's required. For most homes, they do first and last, and then they do a double deposit unless you have an avail. And we went over the avail, and that's basically a guaranteer so that you don't skip out on the lease.
And the deposit could be up to the month's rent.
Yeah, more likely it is.
Yeah, unless for special occasions, I guess, or exceptional circumstances.
Right. So you're looking at, again, if your rent was $700, if you found a home, 3 or 4 bedroom home, $700, you got to do first and last month, double deposit, which is again going to be $7. So you're looking at $2,400, and then you got to pay for the lawyer, the notary, the notario, or whatever it is to sign the lease, and there's a fee for that.
Right. So that on top of
furnishing a home,
doing everything for the unfurnished home, it's just that's not where we were at. So
yeah, and here we are. We wanted to when we wanted to settle down here. We definitely wanted furniture that we were comfortable with, and so we were like, we want to take our time because we're going to be here for I'd say at least 3 years. I mean that's on the conservative side. I think it could be shorter, it could be longer, but at a minimum of 3 because that's what we decided when we got here. We got comfortable. So we want furniture that we can live with for that time frame. We don't want to buy anything cheap, and we want to take our time. So we went with a furnished home, just so we would have our time, and hopefully, and then next year, COVID and everything associated with it lifts up, and we can get out, and we can see, and we can purchase at that time the stuff that we really truly want. I mean, when we traveled in Southeast Asia, y'all, we complained in almost every home that we were in about the furniture.
Oh, absolutely.
Every home.
Yeah.
We hated every couch, the beds.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was all short-term living.
Right.
You know?
And honestly, we may or may not, we still want to leave it open that we may want to move to a different city in Mexico after a year. And so we don't want to necessarily like invest in a whole house full of things,
Right.
and then not be able to move with it. And that might be a lot of people's situations. You might be like, I want to be here, but I also want to see what else is out there. We might want to move to a different city and or different, you know, in this country. And so that's another reason to really consider not having to outfit a whole house.
Right.
Not in the first year, anyway.
Right. Yeah, if you've never traveled before and you're just not sure, but you just want to leave, you want to black sit the U.S., you got to get out. This is a good place to start, no lie. But don't come here thinking that this is going to be permanent.
Right.
Come a little bit lighter, you know, thought process, and just look for, you know, there are unfurnished and there are furnished, but and they're nice. There are some really nice furnished homes, like the one we're in. There are some really nice furnished apartments with a lot of amenities. So don't discount apartments at all. We just wanted a home because we wanted an area that Amber could work outside and just feel comfortable. So she's outside. God, how many hours a day, Amber? You sit outside and work? Her office right now, because it's cool.
Work outside, yes.
Yeah, it's about 8 hours.
I have a little desk, a little area.
Now she sits outside, you know, and I don't do that. It's hot. I don't do that. But she's doing it while the weather allows.
That's true. When it gets extra hot, my
Coming
computer
inside.
may not be so happy with me.
Right. So then we move it inside. So that was the main thing, was cost, and the other one was convenience. If you didn't get that from everything else we were talking about, traveling and going to different shops in these times, it just didn't work out for us. And then we had our son, who's in school. He just wants to get settled in. We didn't want to, I mean, it's already a hard time being in school during these times, and keeping him focused. If we had moved into a home that was unfurnished and we were still trying to get bits and pieces as we went, man, it would have been a struggle.
A pain.
Right.
Yes.
So we worked it, we did what we get. It's a little pricier than what we wanted to.
It is.
No lie, no lie. But it's a fully furnished home, y'all.
Right.
There's only a couple things we got to buy, again, to make it comfortable for us. And that's about it, man. It's been
little
great.
tweaks.
Little
Things like
bit more.
internet, you know, stuff like that to help us work better. So yeah, electronic things, because some of those things you're gonna have to add. You're gonna always have to buy.
Right.
But yeah, other than that, we don't have any major things that we
Yeah.
have to purchase because it pretty much is already here,
Yeah.
already ready.
Yeah, we just gonna need a kettle
Oh, and a little oven.
and a oven. Yeah, that's it.
Very little, because when it gets hot,
So we ain't doing all that. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get a crock pot, cause I mean, it's already hot cooking, y'all. It's a little warm. I said that gumbo. I don't know now.
wait on.
Maybe in November. Cause right now, I just cook a regular meal and I be in there sweating like I'm out in the fields or something. I don't know. Let me not say that. But anyway, we came here without a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of, and we got it all now, and we're happy. Amber's flourishing. Her business is growing. I was gonna say the joke.
Don't let me steal your thunder. You tell your joke, baby.
I said her business is flourishing. All the periods and commas. It was funnier when I wrote it. Anyway, so we live in Central, and that was actually a reason why we chose this home too, is because everybody says Central is noisy and busy. And we figured this is the perfect time to live in Central because it's really quiet here. It's not as quiet as living in the Norte or the North and the Montes or anything like that. But right now, this is perfect.
Pretty darn quiet.
And it's easy.
Especially after a certain time at night.
Yeah.
Like after like 9.
I didn't go earlier than that.
Maybe 8 even. You just there's really not much foot or traffic, city car traffic. In front of our house and all that, but all day long it's going.
Right.
But then by a certain time of night, it's just like, you're like, oh wow.
And even in the day, it's not bad.
It's not bad if you're inside.
Right.
I mean, obviously, if you step out, you know, you're in it. But when you're inside, you're pretty insulated. So
Yeah, I can't even complain, y'all. It's a beautiful time to be in Merida. It's easy living. The COVID cases are on the incline. I mean, they're rising. And we're staying inside. So we're happy that we found our home. Big shout out to DH Real Estate, David and Deborah. If you want to connect with them, we'll connect you, but you can also Google DH Real Estate. And we're happy. We're good to go for the next year in Merida, Mexico. And that's why we chose a furnished versus unfurnished home. Hopefully everything that we've shared will help you in your decision making, but we do say come on down to Merida, get you some tacos and other stuff, and find you a home that works for you and yours. I am Kat.
And I'm Amber.
Peace and love, y'all. See you on the next video. You know you always got to do those things like subscribe, share, follow. Peace.